Let's do a monthly roundup of my pins for January. I pinned a lot of interior design and decor pictures last month. I've been really into these kind of 2000 whimsical, dreamy kind of bedrooms that were really popular at the time. A lot of the pictures that I pinned had a lot of purples and lilacs, fuchsias and pinks, and a lot of them at the time had this kind of Turkish, Moroccan, Middle Eastern, but also South Asian influence in their design, and it was kind of all mixed together, which was very common at the time. It was not so much culturally accurate as it was this like dreamy fantasy kind of Eastern aesthetic through Western lens. If you've seen this video of Beyonce showing her bedroom, I think it was a Destiny's Child video or something like that, and it has this very like Brad's Genie Magic kind of aesthetic. This is the vibe. Like that was the vibe of the 2000 kind of dreamy fantasy bedrooms. Some that I pinned also had this more medieval, even like whimsy goth vibe. For this one, if you think Marnie's bedroom in Halloween Town when she's in the university or like the school, the magic school, this is the vibe that I'm talking about. I wouldn't necessarily incorporate all of this all at once in my bedroom. I think it's a bit much for me personally, but I really like these kind of details and this kind of lived in aesthetic that makes it like really cozy and nostalgic and warm. In the same vibe, I pinned a lot of nostalgic kind of pop e-girls images and things that reminded me of that. So like if you think of early 2000 Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, they had a lot of stage outfits specifically that were like glittery or had a lot of beads. It was this like fairy, almost super feminine fairy kind of aesthetic. I think a more modern example would be probably Addison Rae and her latest album cover. It's very fairy magic fantasy pop kind of vibe. When I think of this, I think of 2000 Roberto Cavalli, the Mandale, I don't know how you pronounce it, dresses. And again, these designs were very reminiscent of South Asian design in clothes, which makes sense because India specifically was very influential in pop culture and fashion. Going back to Britney Spears, I went on a rabbit hole of her street style and it was really good. I don't think she had a stylist. I don't know if it was very common at the time, but I don't think so because the outfits were just very organic and very simple. I feel like it was her style. But yeah, they're just very simple but unique. There's just something very authentic about them that I really like. Yeah, I pinned a lot of her outfits because it really inspired me. I've also been pinning a lot of beaded decor. I feel like that's something that comes up a lot in this video. I've been trying to make this beaded lamp cover for one of my lamps. So I've been looking at a lot of inspo pictures. I'm also trying to make a beaded hat for my upcoming birthday. I really want to wear one. It's very nostalgic to me, which is also a common thread of these pins. When I was young, I went to this Romeo and Juliet musical in Paris and it got really, really popular at the time in France. And so everybody was wearing the beaded hat that Juliet was wearing in the musical. And she had a bunch of them, like different versions that she would wear. And so I had mine that I had bought at the musical at the venue. They were selling one. And unfortunately, I broke it. But yeah, I really want to make one by myself. I also pinned a lot of whimsical types of fonts. A lot of them have this whimsy goth vibe. There's also a lot of Art Nouveau influences, which I'm kind of happy about because I talked about it in my winter prediction videos. I said that Art Deco and Art Nouveau were gonna have a big comeback in 2026. I feel like we've already seen Art Deco kind of come back, especially in interior design and graphic design. But I feel like Art Nouveau is gonna become the big art movement that's coming back in 2026. The two mixed together even or mixed with more contemporary art forms are gonna be really big. And finally, I pinned a lot of very kitschy, almost tacky kind of 2000 bags, just loud, fun little bags. A lot of these pins were very pink, very purple. There was also a lot of nostalgic pictures, a lot of dreamy and whimsical pictures. So I think that was the main theme of this last month. That's everything for today. I hope you like this kind of video. I really want to do a monthly pin roundup for every month because I do spend a lot of time on Pinterest and I just love collecting inspiration. There's so many concepts and styles that I love and that I really want to share with you guys. I would also love to see your guys' Pinterest. So if you can put your handle in the comment, I would love seeing how people make their Pinterest boards, how their brain works, just like what they like and what inspires them. So yeah, I think that would be really fun if we would all exchange our Pinterest handles. And yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.